back. It's Wednesday evening's weather for Weather Geeks time. Hey, once again, everyone. It's 21 News Chief Meteorologist Eric Wilhelm here, of course, and I've had some time off of late. I was off from Friday through yesterday, but back in the saddle today, and I returned to find lots of heat and humidity across eastern Ohio and western PA. We're in a kind of a midsummer-like pattern where it gets hot, it gets humid, and we have these pop-up randomly placed showers and storms, and I get a lot of questions. Hey, is it going to rain here? Is it going to rain there? And it's just, you know, you almost throw up your hands a little bit sometimes in this kind of a pattern because there's just no telling. These things are going to pop where they're going to pop, and they're not going to move very fast. Some places won't have a drop, and some places will have hefty downpours. Here's the time lapse from our Youngstown camera today showing those bubbling clouds. They produced some showers and storms, including a few that rolled through the Youngstown area late this afternoon and early this evening. Now, some of these have dropped some localized, pretty hefty amounts of rain, about an inch with a slow-moving cell around the north side of Youngstown from the YSU campus on north into Girard, close to Mineral Ridge, edging into parts of the Niles area, heading over towards Hubbard as well. We had some hefty downpours earlier on. Some stationary downpours for a while, dropped an inch or even 2 inches. Radar estimates here near the Greenville area in northwestern Mercer County. And then between New Wilmington and Grove City over in western PA, Doppler radar estimates here of up to a couple of inches worth of rain earlier on. Now, we've had no flood advisories or flash flood warnings issued for our TV viewing area. There have been a few near the Cleveland area, Cuyahoga County, northern parts of Summit County. Also some flash flood warnings have been issued for parts of Erie County, PA, heading into southwestern New York as well. So the rain's been a little bit heavier elsewhere. Here's a look at the radar loop as of this recording. What time is it? 7:12 p.m. As of this recording, the nearly stationary downpours that we've had from Youngstown north, those are weakening. A little bit of lightning and thunder still left over. The outflow, the rain-cooled air rushing out from these storms, creates a little cold front, and then that tends to give birth or give rise to new showers and storms. Some of these outflow boundaries have sparked more slow movers from Poland, heading east along 224 into Lawrence County and on the west side of Newcastle here in the 7 o'clock hour. Some lightning and thunder and some heavy rain. Now, of course, as is often the case in these kinds of situations, things will wind down pretty quickly this evening once we lose the heating of the day and the sun goes down, and we're just left with quiet weather then for the overnight tonight, and our Thursday is likely to get off to a dry start. The big question for your Thursday, especially if you're going to be up early: will the clouds cooperate for the partial solar eclipse? The solar eclipse will not be a total one here locally, but about 60 to 70% of the sun's face covered by the moon at maximum eclipse time, just after sunrise Thursday morning. For us, this will be ongoing as the sun comes up. 5:49 is sunrise Thursday morning. Max eclipse a few minutes later at 5:53, and then the show will be over at 6:34. Now, the clouds. This is kind of a tough forecast. I think there will be some clouds around, but I also think there's a decent chance that some communities may get away with a clear enough sky, especially the eastern sky, of course, the northeastern sky specifically, that you may be able to see the eclipse. If you have a good view of the eastern horizon, if the clouds behave in your community, you might look out. For a lot of us, this is probably a no-go because of the clouds. But if you are going to try to check this out tomorrow morning, again, right at sunrise, it ends at 6:34. Make sure you are protecting your eyes. You're not going to want to look at this. If you remember the drill from 2017, back in the summer when we had our last solar eclipse, no good looking at the sun, that is for sure. Pinhole projector, a great idea. If you have some leftover eclipse glasses from 2017, you can use those as well. All right, otherwise, a rerun coming our way on Thursday. The flash flood risk is low, but not zero here locally. It's a little bit higher in southern Ohio, down into West Virginia. But any shower or storm that pops up on Thursday could be a slow mover and produce some tropical downpours. Overall, the coverage of showers and storms should be a little bit less than on Friday, so the flash flood risk should be a little bit less. The reason for the active pattern, well, it's summertime, it's hot and steamy, but we also have a little bit of an upper level low pressure system, kind of a cutoff low, just sort of meandering around. This thing's cut off from the jet stream, it's going nowhere in a hurry, it's going to kind of hang out through tomorrow and then finally start shifting to the south and east as we go into the day on Friday, paving the way to nicer weather as we head into the weekend. So with this thing kind of hanging around, again, mostly dry morning, Pop-up showers and storms Thursday afternoon. Can't rule them out on Friday, even though the coverage should be less on Friday. And then the weekend starts out dry. This next cold front rolls through Saturday night with a chance for a shower or storm. But the daylight hours Saturday look fine. The daylight hours Sunday likely to be fine. And actually, the dew points are going to come down on Sunday. Check this out. Dew points will stay elevated through Saturday evening and overnight, but then they'll mix down to about 50, or lower 50s at least, for Sunday afternoon, and stay in that kind of comfy zone for a lot of next week. So next week, overall, on balance, is going to be quite a bit more comfortable than this week has been. And the longer range does not look particularly hot and muggy, so the trends that will start to take shape next week have some staying power. This is the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook, courtesy of the Climate Prediction Center, and it shows the warmest anomalies out west. They're going to just bake in the desert southwest and the Intermountain West. The drought is going to get worse, and the wildfire situation is going to get worse. This is a very hot pattern shaping up for mid-June out west. And when the west is unusually hot, hotter than average, typically downstream from that, we're not that hot around here. So, midsummer heat has been around at times lately, but it does not look like it's going to visit a whole lot as we go into, starting next week and then maybe lasting for a week or 10 days. Yeah, it's going to be warm at times. It's June, after all. But high heat, high humidity, that looks to give us a little bit of a break in the coming couple of weeks. That'll do it for me tonight on Weather for Weather Geeks. Have a great night, everyone. I'll see you back here on Thursday.